So we got lots of folks all around the mid-state. Let's get out to our team coverage with reporters all around the area.
Indeed. Let's begin with our Sarah Wilson in Harrisburg. Hey, Sarah.
Hey, Alicia, good evening to you. Pretty much the same scene as it was here about a half an hour ago, although this sleet has picked up a little bit. Like I was telling you guys earlier, really around 3 o'clock was when we started to see that snow kind of not fully transition, but at least transition for the most part to all of this sleet. It is coming down a little bit harder now, and not much has changed other than the fact that there were some people outside before. A lot of people now inside because obviously it's cold, it's snowing, and it's getting dark. And Sean, I'll have you kind of pan to look at the roads. Pretty much the same scene here still on State Street. Pretty much a mess. We've seen some cars go down and by, but not too much. Front Street is a little bit more passable because there have been plows that have been kind of coming by all day. One quick thing that I do want to mention, we've talked about this before, this fire hydrant here. If you can't clear the roads, if you can clear this, firefighters ask that you please do that because this is a light and pretty fluffy snow. It's not that difficult and it could help out in an emergency. We are reporting live in Harrisburg. I'm Sarah Wilson. Back to you.
Yeah, such a great point. Sarah, thanks so much. All right, we now head to Shippensburg where we find Mallory Metzner. Mallory.
Alicia, I'm here in Library Square in downtown Shippensburg. It is sleeting. It's more of a light sleet right now. It was coming down pretty heavy earlier after the snow transitioned over to sleet. I actually think that because we're having this sleet, it's packing the snow in a little bit more. I did bring my ruler, but we're measuring less snow now. Earlier today, I had at least 11 inches in some locations. Now, if you zoom in on my ruler, you can see I'm measuring about, it looks like barely 5.5 inches. So the sleet is having an impact on this snow. It was a light, fluffy, powdery snow earlier. It was not good snowman building snow. PennDOT also said that because the snow was so fluffy, it was blowing back onto the road behind their plow trucks when they were going by. We have seen crews out and about today plowing the roads. We have seen Shippensburg borough crews trying to keep these roads clear. A lot of parking lots are still full of snow, and even when they do get plowed, they were filling back in pretty fast. It was a tough storm for these crews to keep up with because of how fast the snow was accumulating earlier. But PennDOT said the sleet would be good news because it would help the snow pack in better like we're seeing here, and it would prevent it from drifting when the wind starts to blow later on. So that does seem to be helping. It does feel like it's gotten colder out now that the sun has set. I have my heated coat on. I have about 3 shirts, 2 pairs of pants. I had 2 pairs of socks on, and I've been changing out my feet and hand warmers all day long, just trying to stay warm. We aren't seeing many people out now, so if you don't have to be out, just stay home. Reporting in Shippensburg, Cumberland County, I'm Mallory Metzner, ABC 27 News.
Mallory, thanks so much. And as she was just talking about, many of us got a lot of sleet today. That's what Seth Kaplan saw firsthand in Lancaster County. He filed this report.
Within the viewing area, Lancaster was one of the areas to first change over to sleet, and an area where we kept getting more of this sleet consistently than other places. That wasn't the case this morning when we were here. Snow falling, snow plows pushing that snow away. Crews seem to do a good job keeping the roads clear here in Lancaster County, albeit with less accumulation of the snow as the day went on than other places. Folks with snow blowers, though, I mean, this is still a big snow event and one of the bigger ones we've had in recent years, just not one of historic proportions. It remained cold throughout the day. That was probably the most notable thing about this storm compared to others. You know, we're used to usually while it's snowing, it's just not that cold, kind of in the 20s, maybe 30 degrees. Not the case with this one, where we hovered here around 10 degrees most of the day in Lancaster, like other places in the market. Not a very windy storm, no ice, and that thankfully, for the most part, has kept widespread power outages to a minimum, although certainly there have been sporadic ones throughout the viewing area and here locally. So the cleanup here from this one, I mean, look, there's going to be snow here for a long time because it's going to be cold for a long time, but we're not talking about feet of snow, at least here in Lancaster. Looking forward to the work week starting Monday. In Lancaster, I'm Seth Kaplan, ABC 27 News.
Thanks to Seth. Well, the snowfall has called for an all-hands-on-deck response from crews, and now, thanks to their latest toy, that effort might just be a little easier. Harry Murphy has more from the ABC 27 newsroom on this story. Harry.
Alicia and Dennis, crews across Pennsylvania have been working tirelessly to try and clear the roads as quickly as possible. But sometimes, especially with today's storm, the sheer amount really can be difficult for any one truck to deal with. But the Pennsylvania Turnpike Commission hopes this won't be an issue for much longer. Enter the Super Plow. It's a 550 horsepower tri-drive truck with 3 rear axles, and get this, the front and wing plows combine for 27 feet, which is more than 2 lanes on the Pennsylvania Turnpike. The plan is for the Super Plow to be used in heavy storms with another truck following behind to clear all lanes in one pass. The footage you just saw today was taken in Somerset County, and it was the first day of use for the Super Plow, and it is only one of its kind here in the Commonwealth. In the newsroom, I'm Harry Murphy, ABC 27 News.
Harry, thanks so much. That's quite a vehicle. All right, as we head to break, here's what it looked like earlier today at the Liberty Mountain Resort in Adams County. Love it. You're watching ABC 27, your local news source.